MBSD provides an alternative for individual and institutional investors to access the attributes of mortgage securities while managing reinvestment risk. In the current environment, people look to income-generating securities to do several things in their portfolio. The two primary things: to meet needs or liabilities that they have, but also to offset the manager risks that they have in a portfolio. With mortgage-backed securities, we have a fixed income alternative that offers people relatively attractive yields. But at the same time, when you look at the track record or the history with agency mortgage-backed securities, you see a portfolio of securities that historically have had very good solvency and very low relative default rates historically. So then we have relative attractiveness from a credit standpoint. And this created the opportunity that we saw to develop our own fixed income ETF that targets income generation with mortgage-backed agency securities, known as MBSD. Now, when we look at our product, MBSD, and the specific attributes, we wanted to solve for some of the common challenges that investors face. The first is, if you're invested in mortgage securities, you have a reinvestment risk. And so the primary way we're able to manage that risk is by managing the duration in the portfolio. So one of the unique attributes of MBSD is we have a target range for the duration of the portfolio, thus reducing or mitigating that risk. One of the reasons we see that mortgage-backed securities are exciting now is that people are much more open in terms of how they think about securities and how they think about building their portfolio. So they're open to new options in terms of generating income in a portfolio. That's allowed us not only to point out some of the attributes of sub-asset classes like mortgage-backed securities and show the relative attractiveness, but what it's also allowed us to do is to step back with new and fresh ways in terms of how to build those portfolios, like targeting a duration or like owning fewer securities but building better portfolios. Those are the things that have come to light and come to the surface in this current environment.